The DTM Premier in Assen in Holland meant that we were faced with really heavy rain. It was decided by race control that the race would be started behind the safety car. 2 laps behind the safety car, and then it was time for the race to get underway proper, if you like. And Marco Wittmann, who'd put the car on pole position, would have René Rast for company. They were tiptoeing their way through the first sequence of turns before the race got underway proper, because of course behind the safety car the speed was such they hadn't generated too much temperature into those tyres. Visibility was going to be an issue for everyone, with the exception probably of Marco Wittmann. You could see René Rast dive to the outside of the track so that he could actually see where Marco Wittmann was. And initially, René Rast really putting some pressure on Marco Wittmann. Elsewhere through the pack, lots going on, including for Sheldon van der Linde. It would be a pirouette. He was helped in that direction by Bruno Spengler. And Bruno Spengler would pick up a drive-through penalty for that little collision with his BMW brand mate, Sheldon van der Linde. So understeering, there was very little Bruno could do to not make contact. Danny Junkerdea's car gave up the ghost, and unfortunately Danny Junkerdea would be out of the race. And as you can see, the car grind to a halt. That would bring the safety car out yet again. So bad luck for the Spanish driver, for our Motorsport and Aston Martin with one car out. So Marco Wittmann had to do it all over again from the safety car, and you can see the spray still being chucked up by the cars that were leading the pack, and Marco Wittmann was number one of those as he got the race back underway again, following the safety car out for the Danny Junkerdea car, stricken at the side of the track. That's just how difficult visibility was for the drivers if you were anything other than P1. Marco Wittmann went way off track there, and that just enabled René Rast to get a little bit closer, but would it be close enough? Loïc Duval also running wide through turn number 1. Marco Wittmann then in for his mandatory pit stop, and he was the first of those. Did wonder whether René Rast would come in first, but he didn't. Marco Wittmann did come in. Would he be vulnerable now? Because he would be on cold wet weather tyres, whereas of course René Rast's tyres completely up to temperature. Could he chase down the BMW driver ahead of him? Well, you can see the gap. Marco Wittmann did a very good job in holding on to it. And when it came to René trying to find a way past, wherever René would put the car to try and get past the BMW driver, Marco Wittmann was wise to it. And whilst they did go side by side, Marco always had the traction advantage and was able to keep that P1 position away from René Rast. René inside the cockpit of the car then doing everything he could, and Marco Wittmann still weaving from side to side to generate tyre temperature. Could it all play into the hands of this man, Nico Müller, who stopped much later on? He was putting in very fast lap times and would come out, as you can see, ahead of Marco Wittmann and René Rast. What he needed to do now was to try and get those tyres up to temperature as quickly as possible. Marco Wittmann knew the chase was on, because at this point it was Nico Müller leading the race from Marco Wittmann P2 and René Rast P3. But stealth-like Marco Wittmann closed in to the back of Nico Müller. Nico still trying to generate temperature. He's not as quick as Marco Wittmann, but Marco's got to find a way through. So he chinked to the inside, and that was enough for Marco Wittmann to go by Nico Müller and to re-pick up that lead. So Marco Wittmann leading the race following the pit stops. Nico Müller, though, in P2, relegating René Rast to P3. So Marco Wittmann would take the win following a disastrous Norris ring for him.
Thank you for such a stunning car in quali and race. What a Saturday.
You can see just how impressed he was. It was Marco Wittmann, race winner from Nico Müller and René Rast. Race 1 in Assen, done.